Hello everyone, welcome back to Chelsea News today. Manchester United face Chelsea today in a high-stakes Premier League clash, with both giants eager for a statement win to boost their early season ambitions. Garnacho shock, Palmer decision, Estevao returns. Predicted Chelsea lineup for Man U TD. Chelsea are looking to end a 12-year winless run at Old Trafford this evening as the Blues go head-to-head with Manchester United. May 2013 was the last time Chelsea were victorious in the red half of Manchester, with Rafael Benitez's side winning by a goal to nil. ENZO MARESCA is looking to produce something similar to get the Blues back to winning ways after a bit of an underwhelming week. Last Saturday saw Chelsea held away at Brentford, with the Bees scoring an equaliser deep into stoppage time at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Then the Blues travelled to Germany in midweek and were defeated by Bayern Munich in their Champions League opener. While it is nowhere near a crisis or anything of the sort, Chelsea will be desperate to return to winning ways this evening. Ruben Amorim's United, who go into this weekend's round of fixtures down in 14th place, stand in their way at Old Trafford. United have had a free week because they are not involved in any European competition this season, while the Blues face a swift turnaround after arriving home from Munich in the early hours of Thursday morning. That makes Maresca's job even more difficult this evening. With that being said, Bobby Vincent does his best at predicting Chelsea's lineup at Old Trafford. It has been a promising start to the season for Sanchez. Despite conceding 3 in Munich, the Spanish goalkeeper actually had a strong game. There is no doubting Sanchez continues in goal in Manchester. A really difficult one to predict this. Fofana had a bit of a shocker last weekend in his first start of the season, which is why some of you may be surprised by his inclusion in the predicted lineup. However, Malo Gusto and Reece James were both involved heavily in an intense game on Wednesday night, not his best game in Munich. The own goal was a tad unfortunate, but his overall performance was not at the level he has set in the early parts of the season. Either way, Chalobah is set to start at Old Trafford. Likewise, Tosin was not at his best in Munich, but the experienced defender is expected to continue in the team. The centre-backs need a strong game in Manchester, with some supporters, online anyway, criticising them over the last 2 games. Cucurella is set to continue on the left-hand side of defence. Jorel Hato made his full debut last weekend, but there are questions whether the Dutchman is ready to start a game of this magnitude. Not at his sensational best in Munich, but there were still some impressive moments from Chelsea's star midfielder. United's midfield has come under fire this season already, and Caicedo needs to assert his dominance this evening. Fernandes could start a bit deeper against United after being used further up the pitch in Munich. Naturally, Fernandes shifts towards the number 10 role anyway. Didn't get long enough on the pitch at the Allianz Arena to make any sort of impact. That may have been to do with the illness that kept him out of the Brentford game more than anything else. Either way, we have been deprived of Estevao ball recently. Absolutely sensational in midweek. Nobody needed reminding, but Palmer let people know that he belongs on the world's biggest stage. A boyhood United fan, Palmer will be looking to add his 5th goal against the Red Devils. Alejandro Garnacho could be a rest of Pedro Neto. Maresca hinted during Friday's press conference that Garnacho could make his first start for the Blues, against, of course, his former club in Man United. The narrative is there. The last 2 matches have been a bit frustrating for João Pedro, but he will be hoping to get some more joy against United. This one seems fairly nailed on, given the lack of options at number 9 for Maresca. This Saturday, Manchester United host Chelsea at Old Trafford in what could be a season-defining match for both sides. While early in the campaign, the stakes are already high. United are under pressure to deliver, and Chelsea are keen to exploit United's vulnerabilities on the road. Chelsea, meanwhile, are unbeaten domestically. They drew away at Brentford and lost midweek in the Champions League to Bayern Munich, but their Premier League form remains relatively solid. Manager ENZO MARESCA will surely want a response after the European setback. An intriguing subplot is the return of Alejandro Garnacho, who now plays for Chelsea but was developed at Manchester United. His presence could stir things emotionally. Chelsea's squad also has issues. Key absences include Levi Colwill, Liam Delap, Benoit Badiashile and Romeo Lavia. Cole Palmer is fit and could return to a more central attacking role. Garnacho might start. Thank you.